constant variety of rock and roll. Right now, we're going to hook up with Vanessa Warwick, who's over at MTV Europe. She's checking out the Iron Maiden album release party over in London. Here's Vanessa.
Thanks, Ricky. I'm Vanessa Warwick of the Headbangers Ball at MTV Europe, reporting from the Iron Maiden album launch party in London. Now, as you can probably see behind me, the party takes the theme of a fun fair. And as you check out the various different sideshows, you get to hear Iron Maiden's brand new album, Fear of the Dark, which is going to be released on the 12th of May in the States. Now, the album was recorded at Steve Harris's home studio in Essex, and Steve also gets a co-production credit for the first time, along with longtime Maiden collaborator Martin Birch. Now, another notable thing about Fear of the Dark is that it's the first Iron Maiden album to feature the writing talents of guitarist Heabangers. And in fact, he co-wrote the first single, Be Quick or Be Dead, with Bruce Dickinson, and a very aggressive track it is too. Now, I'm going to go and track down some members of the band to find out more, so we'll be back here at the party in a little while. But for now, I'm handing you back to Ricky at the studio in New York.
Thanks, Vanessa. We'll be checking back with her after the break, so stay tuned. Quite the worldly Headbangers Ball tonight, isn't it? Right now, we're going back over to Europe to hook up with Vanessa, who's standing by with Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden.
Thanks, Ricky. I'm now joined by Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden. Hi, Bruce. How are you doing?
I'm very well. You caught me at a good time. I'm sober.
Excellent. Are you enjoying the party?
Almost. After this interview, then I won't be sober, and I'll be enjoying it even more.
Excellent. Now, could you give us a little preview of the new album, Fear of the Dark, for the Headbangers Ball viewers in America?
Yes, it's absolutely brilliant, and it's the best album we've ever made. It will, if you put it on the front of a train, you can expect it to tunnel through from New York to Los Angeles in about 0.6 minutes. And if you were to stick it on the San Andreas Fault, then up in California would slide into the ocean.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
And Heabangers contributed songwriting for the first time. What kind of difference has that made?
Brian, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, the main thing is that he's an astounding guitarist, and he plays so much from the heart and so much soul and fire that the band has been revitalised. It's like reinventing the wheel. This is the new Iron Maiden, gonna come and like tear people up till the year 2000.
And there you go, everything in a nutshell. I'll be talking to Iron Maiden some more a little later on, but for now it's back to Ricky.
Thanks, Vanessa. We'll check back with her and all the action at the Iron Maiden album release party next hour. But right now it's time for a world premiere. This one. That was the Rollins Band with Low Self-Opinion. I saw a recent body count show when Henry Rollins got up and sang with Ice-T. It was very cool. Right now, once again, it's time for us to hook over at MTV Europe and check in with Vanessa, and she's standing by with Steve Harris of Iron Maiden.
Thanks, Ricky. Yes, Steve Harris of Iron Maiden is still with me in London, and there's somebody else here as well, Frankenstein from Transylvania. So he's pretty terrifying, actually. I think an album track's going to start up in the background. But Steve, could you tell us a little bit about the lyrics on the new album? Because they embrace kind of far more realistic and down-to-earth subjects than before, don't they?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, a lot of it's down to Bruce writing sort of socially aware songs or whatever. I tend to write from sort of imagination, fantasy, whatever, so blame him.
And the album is released in America on the 12th of May. Is there going to be a single forthcoming?
Yeah, April the 13th. Only in Europe, though, not in America. Don't release singles in America.
Why not?
Well, they don't play them, they don't play them, so why bother?
Okay, and very quickly, what are your tour plans over the next few months?
We start touring in June. A couple of warm-ups in Reykjavik, in Iceland, which is a contradiction in terms, I suppose. And America, South America, Monsters of Rock.
Yeah. I think he likes me.
Monsters of Rock, yeah, all right.
He looks like a monster of rock, doesn't he?
Yeah. And,
okay. Well, good luck with everything, and thanks for taking time out of your party to talk to us.
Yeah.
And right now I'm going to hand you back to the studio in New York. Back to you, Ricky.
Thanks, Vanessa. We'll check back with her in a little bit. She's at the Iron Maiden album release party. Now, the new Iron Maiden album is going to be called Fear of the Dark, and the video is going to be called Be Quick or Be Dead, and I'm sure we'll have that on Headbangers Ball real soon. But right now, let's play something a little bit older from Iron Maiden. Run to the hills, Iron Maiden. Right now, it's time for us once again to check in with Vanessa, and she's standing by with Blackie Lawless of WASP.
Thanks, Ricky. Guess who I've tracked down here at the Iron Maiden album launch party in London? None other than Blackie Lawless of WASP. Hi, Blackie. You having a good time?
Yeah, I can't complain.
Now, you've got a new album coming out, The Crimson Idol, which is a concept album. Very briefly, could you tell us a little bit about the concept?
Well, it's a story about a boy named Jonathan Steele, who is the central character to the story. And he basically has a really, really terrible home life. He's a victim of child abuse, both physical and mental. And he runs away from home, he discovers music, and he ends up being one of the biggest things the world's ever seen. And he discovers that it's not everything it's cracked up to be, and the moral of the story is be careful what you wish for, it may come true. Absolutely.
Now, why did it take you such a long time to come back with this album?
Because I'm really, really slow. You'd have to understand the nuts and bolts of what goes into something like that. It just takes a really, really long time. And besides, I didn't have a band really to do it with. And like in a traditional record, you have, you know, a running order you decide later. With this, running order is written in stone, so basically you put one block after the other.
Okay, well, thanks very much for talking to us at the Iron Maiden party. No doubt Headbangers Ball in America and Europe will be catching up with you again very soon. But for now, this is all we've got time for, and I'm going to hand you back to Ricky at the studio.
Thanks, Vanessa, for all those reports over at the Iron Maiden party in Europe. Tonight's Crank or Yank results are next, so don't go anywhere.